Hi dear students, welcome back to computer science class. In our previous session we have seen packages of library in detail, and we have either we can import an existing package or built-in package, or we can create our own package, right? Actually, what is a package? A package is a collection of related modules. And what is a module? A module is a collection of related functions. That's it, okay? So how can we create a package? First we will import OS, then using mkdir function we can create a directory, right? So that is what a directory is, that is what a package. We are going to store what modules in that package or in that directory, and after that we have created two modules named area.py and volume.py, and we have stored both the modules in what geometry, that package, okay, or in that directory. And we have created another file named init.py, and we have coded something related to what importing from existing packages, what area and volume, right? After that, in the main program we have imported what geometry, the existing package or our user created package or our own package to the program, okay? And we have made use of all the what modules and functions available in those modules. Actually, that is what a package is. And today we have another very important topic and very interesting topic. It's all about date and time. You know the importance of date and time. What is that? In every program or in any kind of software, we may have to use this concept of what date and time. We have to include date and time, current date and time, previous date and time, okay, all those kind of stuff. So here in this session we are going to discuss about this what date and time module. Okay, before that we have standard Python libraries, and we have already seen it, and we are just memorizing the concepts. Okay, and what is a package? Package is a collection of what related modules, or it constitute, it's an entity that constitute what modules, right? Then we can think it of as a what main module consisting of sub modules. Package or library is a main module that consists of sub modules or actual modules, right? And we have seen number of what modules in detail in our previous what chapter, like math and string, right? Math module and string module or library. It's about very big, so we can consider it as a what library also or a package also, okay? Then in today's session we have date and time library or module, and we are heading to date and time library, okay? Date time library, okay? And date time library returns date in this format: year, month and day. Year, month and day. That's a format Python returns date time or date, okay? Then the what object that uses date and time module hold and represent date and time, both date and time, okay? We're dealing with date and time separate, okay, or together, okay? Then there is a class named date class, and there are a number of functions available in date class, okay? We are making use of it later. Then object of that class or that module hold year, month and day. Then class name followed by dot operator. That is the usual method of accessing what a function or a method. We know that, okay? Here also we are following the same because it's just a module. It's just a module connected with date and time, date time, okay? So first we are heading to date, okay? And we have a class named date class. So from the term itself we can say what it returns date, right? Simply date. Then we have a function, we have a method available in date class, that is today. And today simply means what? Without reading that we know it. Today means it returns today's date or current system date, okay? It returns today's date or current system date. Current system date may be varying, okay? We don't know that, yeah. It's up to the user, okay? Yes. Then we have an example here. First we are importing date time. Why we importing date time? Because that is the module where date class is defined, and in date class we have a function called today, okay? Actually we are making use of today function, which is available in date class, and date class is defined in date time module, okay? So first we are importing date time module, then t date, it's a variable, or we can consider it as an object, okay? Yeah, t date equal to date time dot date dot today. You know what date time is? Date time is the module, date is the class, and today is a function, okay? So actually we can say today is a function or a method which is defined in date class, and date class is defined in datetime module. Okay, the concept is very simple. Yeah, then we are printing today's date is t date. Actually t date, we know in date in Python, what date is in this format: year, month and day. So it returns what? Today's date is 2020-06-30. 2020, what is that? Year. Then 06, month. And finally we have 30, that's the day. Okay, let's explain once again. First we are importing datetime module, then we have an object t date, and we are using what? Datetime dot date dot today. Okay, datetime is the module, date is the class, and today is the function. Yeah, then we are printing what? Today's date is t date. It prints in this format. Okay, then we have three attributes: year, month and day. Now you can see what here, what we are printing t date directly. So t date is an object that hold both what, not both, okay, year, date and month, year, month and date. But if you want to print it separate, if you want to print year alone, you can use year attribute. For month you have month, for day you have day. Okay, so let's move to year. Year is an attribute that return and display year from the datetime object. Okay, return and display year from the datetime object. See the difference? Here what we are printing t date, but here what we are printing year. Okay, t date dot year. Okay, yeah, we are moving to that. Then first we are importing date type. Okay, import date type. Then t date equal to datetime dot date dot today. That's what we have followed here in our previous program also. Okay, then print year is. Here we are not printing all the stuff. Okay, we are not printing year, month and day. We are printing only year. Okay, so printing what? Print year is t date dot year. We know t date is an object that hold all what the value of what? Year, month and day, and using this what? Year is t date dot year. We are printing only the year. Okay, it prints only the year. The same way we have another attribute month. We know it return and display month from the datetime object. Okay, it returns what? It return and display what? Month from the datetime object, and the format is what? Print month is t date dot month. T date, just like what accessing t date year using t date dot year, we can access month also, like t date dot month. Okay, yeah, that's what we have done here. Okay, so it prints only the month. Okay, then we have day. Just like we have printed year alone and month alone, we can print day. Okay, print day is t date dot day. T date dot day. Actually, day return and display what? Day from the datetime object. We know datetime object, here it is t date, that hold value of what? Year, month and day. Okay, this is how we can apply what? Today function and what? Datetime object. Okay, t date object. Okay, yeah, so let's have a quick revision of this. Okay, yeah, standard Python libraries. Okay, what is a library? Library is a collection of modules, or it's a main module that consists of sub modules. Okay, and we have seen a number of modules in our previous examples or previous classes, like math module and string module. And today we have very interesting plus important topic, that is datetime object, and it returned in Python. It returned in which format? Year, month and day format, and it hold and represent date and time. We have a class called date class. Then object hold the value for what? Year, month and day, and access using dot. Okay, then we have we have discussed what? Date class. Okay, and we have a function today. It returns today's date or current system date. Okay, then with the first example, import datetime, we have what? Stored all the value of year, month and day here in t date, and we are printing directly all the values. But in the next example, we have seen three attributes: year, month and day, which are used to what? Return and display the value of year, month and day respectively. Okay, first we have year. Import datetime, t date equal to datetime dot date dot today, and we are printing only t date dot year. The same way you can access t date dot month, t date dot day. Okay, so this is all about datetime and especially today function which is available in date class. We know that today is a function which is available in date class, and date class is defined there in which module? Date time module. Okay. Now we have time class. As we had date class and today function, now we have time class. We know time class is a class that returns that associated with what? Time attribute, hours, minutes and seconds, right? So it holds hour, minute, second and microseconds. Okay, it holds hour, minute, second and microsecond. Of course it returns microsecond as well. Then as we have accessed the function or method using dot operator, here also we are using the same dot operator. Okay, dot operator along with time object. Here we have an example. We have a function now. As we had date time module, what date class and today function. Here we have date time module, time class and now function. As we had today function, now we have now function. Okay, yeah. Now which return current date and time. Now return current date and time, both date and time. We can see in example, import date time. We importing date time module first, then t date equal to object date time dot now. What is this? Just like what? Date time dot date dot today. Here it is date time dot now. We know date time is a module and date time is the second date time is a class. Okay, and finally we have now, that is a function. And actually we have what? Accessing now function. Now function is available in the class datetime, and datetime class is available here in datetime module. Then print today's t date, and this will be the result. Today is here first it prints what? The date. Okay, current date. Date, and after that it prints time. Hour, minute, second and microsecond. Okay, which return the time class returns or hold hour, minute, second and microsecond, and access using dot operator. Here we have imported what? Datetime module first, then in the variable or in the object t date we have stored current date and time, like datetime dot now. Now is the function, and now is a function available in datetime class, right? Datetime class is available in datetime module. Then we are printing it out. It prints both date and time. Here the first part consists of the date and the second part the day. Okay, yeah. Then as we have seen, we have separated, right? We have accessed year, month and day separate. Here also we have the option to access hour, minute and second separate. Okay, we know here t date hold these much values, right? And we can separate it. We can, at the time of printing, we can print it separate. Like hour. What is hour? It is an attribute that return and display hour from datetime object. It is an attribute that return and display what? Hour from the datetime object. And how to make use of that? Import datetime. We are importing datetime module first, then t date equal to datetime dot now, and here t date which all values? Current date and current time, right? And from current date and current time we are printing only print hour is t date dot hour. We are printing only the hour. We do avoid all other kind of values. We access only the hour. Then the second is minute, just like accessing the month, right? And it return and display what? Minute from the datetime object. That's the definition. It return and display what? Minute from the datetime object. And how to access? Print minute t date dot minute. We know from in t date, in the object t date, we left all those values and we are just accessing, we are just printing only the minute. Okay, yeah. The same way second. Second is an attribute that return and display what? Second from the datetime object, which return and display second from the datetime object, and we can access it using print second t date dot second. So this is how we can access what? Time class, right? Making use of time class. As we have made use of what? Date class, then what? Today function. Date class and today function. We know today is the function we have accessed, and which is available in date class, and date class is available in what? Datetime module, right? First we have used it for what? Printing the value completely, meaning year, month and date. After that we have what? Accessed it's separate, right? we have printed what day, year first, right? Year is t date dot year, t date dot month, t date dot day. The same way here also we have the option to what access separate. Okay, first we have what used it for printing both current date and time, right? Return current date and time, which include what hours, hour, minute, second, and microsecond, right? So import date time, we have imported date time first. Then in the object t date we have stored what now. Now is a function that return current date and time, both current date and time, not only time. Okay, current date and time. Then print today's t date, and it prints the first part consists of what dates, right? The second part what time, hour, minute, second, and microsecond. Yes. So as we have accessed year, month, and day separate, here also we have the option to access hour, minutes, and second separate, right? Print what hour, t date dot hour, t date dot minute, t date dot second. Okay. So this is how time class works. Then we have another topic, passing arguments to time class. We can pass arguments to time class, right? We have the option, we can have user defined arguments, we can pass arguments to time class. If you are not passing anything, it will be taken as 0. Of course it takes as 0. Okay, here we have an example, import datetime. We have imported datetime module first, then t date equal to datetime dot time. Here is our function, right? Or here is our class, time class. Then print time is t date. We haven't passed anything. Here you can see the parenthesis is empty. We have empty parenthesis. That means we don't have any parameters. So at the time is t date. What will be the result? Here is the result. Time is 000000. We don't have any value for hour, minutes, and second. Hour, minute, and second, right? Then t date equal to datetime dot time dot datetime dot time 11:30:55. We have arguments, right? We have 3 arguments. Argument for hour, minute, and second. So when we try to print time is t date, here this will be the result. Time is 11:30:55. That means we can have arguments to time class, right? We can have user defined arguments, user created arguments, user passed arguments to, which can be accepted in time class, right? If we don't pass anything, it will be taken as 0, as we have seen here. 000000. Here is a statement, and when we pass something, datetime dot time 11:30:55, which will be assigned to hour, minute, and second respectively. Then when we print it t date, it prints this result. Okay, so this is how passing arguments to time class works. Hope this is a very simple concept. Okay, now we have another topic, locating modules. What do you mean by locating modules? Actually, at the time of importing modules to our Python program, interpreter searches for the module in this sequence, in the following sequence. Actually, we know by default, at first it searches in the current directory where the Python program is running, right? It searches in the current directory where the Python program is running. And second, if it is not found there in the current directory, if the module is not found there in the current directory, it searches in each directory in the shell variable Python path. It searches in each directory in the shell variable Python path. We'll be seeing what Python path is, okay? And if it is not found even there in Python path, what happens is it searches in checks the default path, that is where the Python program software is installed. Okay, so this is a sequence where when we import a Python module to the program, at the time interpreter searches for the module, right? When we import a module to our Python program, it searches for interpreter searches for the module in this sequence. Initially, it searches in the current directory where our actual Python program is running. We can store in the current directory as well, right? Okay, and if it is not found in the current directory, it searches in each directory in the shell variable Python path. It searches in each directory is in the shell variable Python path. And if it is not found even there in the Python path or in directories in the shell variable Python path, it searches in that directory where the Python program is installed. Okay. Then the Python path. What is Python path? Python path is simply a variable that instructs that tells the interpreter where to locate the module file. It's simply a variable that tells the interpreter where to locate what? The Python module. Where to locate the module file. And it must contain what? Must include source, library, directory as well as directories containing Python code. It must contain source directory or source Python directory and what directories containing Python code. Meaning it must have what? All kind of directories. Each directory, right? Then you can manually set Python path, but actually what happens is by default interpreter itself set Python path. Okay, this is how what interpreter searches for the module or module in the directories. First it searches in the current directory. If it's not found there in the current directory, it searches there in what each directory is in the shell variable Python path. If it's not found there in Python path, it searches the actual directory where the Python software is installed. Right? Python interpreter is installed, and Python path is simply a variable that holds what? Simply a variable that tells the interpreter where to locate the module file, and it contains all what the source library directory, means source library directories as well as each directory that contain Python code. Otherwise we cannot locate it, right? Yeah, then you can manually set it, but actually what happens is Python interpreter itself set it. Okay, so this is all about what locating module, and this is all about the chapter what Python using Python libraries, and it's somewhat a very simple chapter, and we have seen a number of topics. First we have defined the term module, and we have imported inbuilt modules. After that we have created our own modules, right? So there are some procedure to be followed. First you have to create it, after that you have to store it in some file, right? You can include what functions, number of functions, related functions to a module, and you can have number of modules. So how to manage all these modules? Then namespace in Python. After that module aliasing, member aliasing, then packages, another important topic, packages. And today we have seen topics like what? Standard Python libraries and date class and time class. We have made use of date and time both. After that we have passed arguments to time class. Then finally we have located Python module. So this is somewhat a very important chapter and very interesting chapter. It will be very helpful for you as a developer and as a learner, of course. So just go through it, just practice it very well, and different aspect of what aliasing and this module, creating modules and creating libraries and packages, everything. Okay, all the kind of stuff. So which will definitely help you out in your future as well. So this is all for the time being. Thank you for watching. Have a nice time. See you in the next video.